All right, we're finally getting around to this cylinder ridge cutter. Now, I had somebody who was very passionate about this in my comments. Now, there's really not much of a ridge here, all right? Just barely catches your fingernail, and they're not all like that. Just every once in a while, okay? Now, there's also comments about these sweet, sweet pistons here, right? There's no ridges, there's no grooves, it's just smooth. It'll be okay. It's just a 292 wide block, bud, okay? You don't have to get all upset. Let's do some of this shit. Hold on. All right, we got started here. Don't mind the mess. You know, I got shit everywhere, okay? I'm all gloved up here because pushing on this fucking ratchet is wearing out my hands. So you gotta keep that in there, okay? Now you got this outer nut. It's fixed to the plate here, right? So it looks like it's cast as one piece. There's rollers on 2 of these, and there's a cutting blade on 1 of these. Now the old 9/16, this bolt goes through here, right? Just tighten it a little bit at a time. And that's what expands this so that the cutting blade hits the cylinder wall, right? And then there's just a whole bunch of this. Now, lubing her up here with this guy, okay? Just make sure she stays lubed for the cutting process. I'm using this. It's the oil that creeps, in case you didn't know, okay? It's very creepy. So I'm going to keep doing this until that ridge is gone. I'm not going to make you guys watch that because it's painful enough for me, okay? All right, meow. Here we go. Just to show yins. Got, you know, the bearing there, up top and bottom there. Same one on this one. And then you have a cutter. This is the cutting edge right there. All right. And like I said, this is the nut. Bolt comes through, expands this by pulling it up. It's on these slots, right? So it's like a wedge in here. Squeezes it, pushes that shit out. There's 3 of them. Now, let me show you what I got going on here. All right. Where's my flashing my plate? All right, here we go. So I look weird because I only wiped so far down the cylinder, but you see the bullshit there, right? That's all the filings or millings or whatever you want to call it that come off of that. It's all pasty because of the oil that creeps. You can see the shiny spot right here at the top, right? That's where the ridge was. And it's pretty much smooth all the way around there. There's a little bit there, but it doesn't catch your fingernail anywhere in here anymore. It's pretty smooth. Now, I'm going to move on to this one. This one, I mean, there's hardly anything in this one. So this one took for fucking ever because it takes forever to turn that thing around. This one has a ridge. It's not as bad as this one was. Hold on one second here. Let me zoom out because this motherfucker loves to be zoomed in. So, like I said, this one, not bad. Probably just clean up that the dark spot on there, you know. This one, like over here, you know, there's pretty much nothing. Right here, there's a little bit of a ridge, right? So that's pretty much what's going to get cut on that cylinder. This one, pretty good. I'm hoping to get all this shit done today. I'd like to hone the cylinders. I don't know if it's going to happen today. This one, like just barely anything. This one, pretty much nothing. This one's probably similar to the first one. This one's probably worse than the first one. So this is the worst one. I don't know if you can see in here. Let me grab a flash from my plate. So you can see where I had to beat the fucking piston out of there. And that's where the biggest ridge is right there. But maybe a 1,000th of an inch the whole way around. I don't know. It's a little bit. I've definitely seen way fucking worse. So we're going to continue doing this. I'm just going to stop the video here because I'm not going to leave this thing sitting here waiting for me to give it input until I'm done. So I'll make another video whenever I'm done doing this shit. before I hit it with the old dingleberry. If you don't know what that is, stay tuned, bud. All right.